Welcome to my journey and to another menu planning grocery haul. Can y'all believe this week, well, as into next week, this is my week coming up, we're going to be rolling into May. Oh my gosh, it's going to be Christmas tomorrow. May. I cannot believe it. We haven't even experienced spring here yet, not really. We've had a few days of warm and then it just kind of got chilly, which yesterday I had to go out in the morning. And I come back in and told David it felt like a crispy fall morning. That's what it felt like yesterday. It was really nice. But anyway, when it warms up, we can get back out on the porch to do some chit-chatting. So anyway, we will go ahead and jump into the menu. How about that? For Wednesday, I will have a scrambled eggs casserole from prep last week for breakfast, sub in a tub for lunch, and then supper will be garlicky chicken dinner. And that's pretty much everything on one sheet pan. So I'm not going to make anything else to go with it. I may make some beans, actually, because I only have him some beans down here one day a week. He would like to have beans at least twice a week. Some days I accomplish that some weeks, and some weeks I do not. Any of these recipes that I already have on my website, I will put down in the description box. And then Thursday, I'll have my last scrambled eggs casserole and sub in a tub. And then for supper, slow cooker chicken with onion gravy. That is a new recipe. I think it's out of one of my Taste of Home books, if I remember correctly. With some rice for David and some green beans. And then Friday, I couldn't think of anything for breakfast. And I didn't want to buy any breakfast meat because I wasn't going to need it but for one day. So I'm going to do some keto granola. I keep forgetting I have it in the cabinet. It is like nuts and seeds, but I'm going to tell you what, it tastes like granola. And I keep forgetting I have it, and I keep forgetting to eat it. So I'm just going to have that as a bowl of cereal. And then for lunch, there again, I don't want to buy anything, prep anything, do anything special. I'm just going to have a sandwich. Whatever I can find to put in it. If it's a grilled cheese, if it's a peanut butter and jelly, whatever. I'm just going to have a sandwich. Because I got some bread left over. Well, half a loaf at least that I need to use up. And then supper is a new recipe for enchilada meatloaf. That is from a Taste of Home cookbook too, I think. I think all these new recipes seem to be from a Taste of Home cookbook if I'm getting it straight in my mind. Not the same one, different ones. But it just sounded interesting. And then corn on the cob and greens. Then for Saturday, my breakfast and lunch will be prep. And I have got the hankering for a sloppy joe. Not just a bowl of sloppy joe meat. I want a sloppy joe on a bun with some mustard. I want the experience, and I'm going to have the experience. One hamburger bun is not going to derail my journey. You know what I'm saying? I looked at them keto buns at Walmart's, and they is almost $7 for a pack of hamburger buns. And the regular hamburger buns is $1.38. So, no. Just to save, if it was something I was going to eat, like a whole pack of, every day have some kind of sandwich on the bun, maybe I would consider it, because that would be for a week. But for one bun, and David don't care, no way, Jose. And then the side, instead of French fries, which I have some in the freezer, I found those zucchini fries last week at Food Line, so I thought we would try those. And then Sunday, breakfast and lunch will be prep. And then for supper, those chicken legs I bought last week, I'm going to do the air fryer mustard chicken legs. Oh, so good. It is like the best air fried chicken I have ever had. If you're trying to mimic fried chicken and you're trying to stay healthy without, all the fry part of the fried, try it. Don't let the mustard dissuade you. With some okra and some kind of beans. And then Monday, prep. And I felt like doing a hobo supper. So I'll have to come up with some kind of protein for myself for supper, because it'll be pintos, taters, and onions. But a new recipe, instead of greens, I thought I would do this cabbage au gratin. It's supposed to be I think some other vegetable, and I decided to make it cabbage, or either I wrote down the wrong vegetable and scratched it out and wrote cabbage. It was either a mistake on my part or a change on my part. Don't know. Anyway, I'm making it. And then Tuesday, prep and prep. Supper will be country style steak and gravy because I got so many packs of that on our meat markdown last week. Cream potatoes and broccoli. So I think it sounds like a good week. Then for my meal prep, I found a recipe, and guess where? I do remember this one. Taste of Home, called Weekend Breakfast Bake. And lunch, guess what? Taste of Home. Both of those are out of the same book. It's the Taste of Home Casseroles cookbook. It is just a taco casserole. Their recipe uses bow tie pasta, which I'm not going to do pasta. I am going to put a can of beans in it instead, so I'm just kind of going to change it around a little bit to make it more carb friendly. And then for snack, which is going to be a dessert, I found this in one of my keto dessert cookbooks, I think. Salted caramel pecan brittle, and it's sugar-free. Now, it is made with the monk fruit golden, which is what I used for several years in place of brown sugar, a sweetener other than regular brown sugar. That was the sweetener I used. And then they came out with monk fruit brown sugar, and they're like, well, that's not brown sugar, that's golden. So I always used it as brown sugar. I knew it was not as sweet as brown sugar, so I guess that explains it. But this recipe uses the monk fruit golden, and I still have some left. I'm almost positive. If I don't, I'm just going to use my Trivia Sweet Complete. You could use whatever, I'm assuming, whatever kind you want in it. Now, I don't know, we're going to find out, but it sounds delicious. It makes like 8 pieces. So I thought that's perfect for me and David. And it's not very high calorie, and protein is negligent, like 1 gram, but I don't care. Sometimes you just need a little something. So excuse me, what I'm going to make. All right, well, groceries this week are coming from Walmart pickup, and then I don't have much to do, and since we already have meat that we bought, I don't need to look for meat markdowns. I would like to run across some chicken markdowns, but I got some left from last week, so I think I'll be good for another week. So I think I'll just do a Food Line Instacart and go pick that up. And then that way it'll keep me out of the stores and trying to buy something I don't need. Unless David goes with me, and then all bets are off. So anyway, that is my menu this week. I tried to put in every day. Every day except for Monday, I have really good protein day because my breakfast and my lunch are good protein, and then my suppers are good protein. Monday, I'll just have to find a way to supplement with a shake or protein pudding or protein bar, some kind of something like that. So, all right. Well, that is it. We would just turn around and look at those groceries. So here we go with our Walmart order. I have some non-food items back there. But this week I only needed 1 almond milk because I have found since I've been drinking the water, even though I've not gotten through 2 of the big cups yet, I'm drinking less water because I have that to sip on, and it seems like I'm sipping on the flavored water more than I was the regular water. And then I'm going back to making my own low-fat half and half with a fat-free and a regular. I pour half of that out, pour that up to the top, and then pour the half I poured out of here back into there. Then I have a low-fat because I found out when me and David went to Food Line last week, they don't even have a spot for their low-fat half and half anymore, so they got rid of it. So now I've got to go back to doing my own. And then this is for David. He likes the Trop 50. If you want orange juice, this is like half the sugar, I think. So 1 cup is 50 calories. Not too bad for orange juice, I don't think. And then he wanted the turkey sausage. And let me tell you, these are good. Let me tell you look at this. For 2 patties, 10 grams of protein. So that's a good choice if you want to up your protein. And I'm telling you, they're good. And then these are his favorite little chimichangas, just for some little quick something when he just needs a little something to eat. He likes to have these on hand. And then I'm just about out of my cheese sticks, and I'm going back to sharp cheddar this week. They have 5 grams of protein in one stick. So that is a good protein snack for when I need to bulk up. This is also David's, the rotisserie seasoned chicken breast. Well, let's look. Let's look, because I know some of you eat this. Is that 2 ounces? Well, mercy, it has 9 grams of protein and 2 ounces of this. Only 60 calories. That's a good deal right there. That's a good deal. And then I got 2 blocks of sharp cheddar cheese. We have just a couple little packs of the CARB at 75% less fat cheese, which I used to use all the time. That's why I bought it when it went on sale. And I forgot how it does not melt nicely. And we have several dishes coming up this week that are going to use cheese. So this is the cheaper option. It melts better when you shred it yourself. Yeah, it gets on my nerves, but I hook this little thing I have on my KitchenAid and just run it through. And then I will package it up in 1 cup portions. And the other cheese we will use for sprinkling, like on salads and burritos and things like that. And then we needed some more saltines. And the pork rinds are mine because I've been needing a little crunchy snack. For a ½ ounce, which these are very light, it says 8 grams of protein, not a significant source of protein. Well, I think a half a thing of crunchy pork rinds for 8 grams of protein, I think that is good. And then I needed more Power Crunch because I'm completely out. The peanut butter cream, they are 13 grams of protein. I have a couple more on order, which I was telling David I don't understand. I thought they were going to be shipped. But then it says they're arriving today, and I just ordered them last night. So I don't know where they're shipping them from. I'm kind of curious about that. And then this blackberry lemonade, the blackberry got me because I love blackberry. So I got that. And then, I have to have my Slim Jims. I rely on my Slim Jims. A serving size is 4 for 6 grams of protein, but I normally eat 3. And they're just the tiny things. They are not as tall as this package. They're like maybe that tall. They're very tiny. They have really, really shrunk over the years. Now, this chicken breast in the can is for a chicken nugget. Terry told me about it over at Yarn Joy Podcast. She saw, I don't know if it was a Instagram reel or something, and she sent it to me. I said, well, you try it, let me know. And she tried it, and they liked them. You mix the chicken breast with, I think it's cheese and maybe something else, and you form them into little nuggets and put them in the air fryer. I think she did hers in the oven. But it is a low carb, no carb chicken nugget. So I am definitely going to give that a try. Then I need some salsa for our enchilada meatloaf, as well as enchilada sauce, as well as cornbread. I was going to get the pre-made cornbread, but oh my goodness, it was almost $5, and this was like $1. So I'll make my own. And then we needed butter. And then we needed some more pole beans. And of course, I got to have my coffee. And then these are my little cheap hamburger buns I was telling you about. And the Quest, this time I got the thin crust, well, they're all thin crust, the cheese, 27 grams of protein, and that is, I think it's half of the pizza. Yes, half of this pizza. Only 330 calories and 27 grams of protein. And they're pretty good little pizzas. We like them. Don't we, honey?
Yeah, they're really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And, like, in the afternoon sometimes, or if we've been busy, we're like, oh, we need a little something. We'll just pop one of these in the oven, and then we're fine. And this is the sweetener he uses in his tea. This is a big old bag, but this is the size it comes in. But this lasts him forever. I don't have to buy these but a few times a year, because he doesn't use that much in his tea. And it says it measures just like sugar, but I declare I think it goes further. And then his Nature's Own whole wheat bread. And so while we were talking, my little notice came up that said my Food Line order's ready. So I'm going to put this up and go get it, and that's what you'll see next. Okay, here's my little teeny tiny but expensive Food Line haul. I told David I think groceries have gone up just since last week. Well, the eggs didn't. They were still like $5.29. So that for eggs is a bargain. And then I need another cucumber. I cut my other one up this morning because I got to get back to eating some cucumbers. And then spinach is for our supper tonight. And green onions. That goes on, I can't remember what. And when I gave you my menu plan, I didn't realize I had chicken legs down on 2 of the recipes. So instead of chicken legs on Sunday night, we're going to have wings. I got 1 wings in the freezer, and so I needed another one to go with it. So that is what's changed on the menu already. And then sausage, that is for my breakfast. I'll only need half of that, so the other half will go in the freezer. And cabbage for that new cabbage dish I want to try. And some Trivia Sweet Complete Brown, because I was just about out of that. I used some this morning. And then some little potatoes. That's for our supper tonight. And because I never know how to measure, say how much tomatoes to get, I kind of got him a whole lot. So he's got a lot of tomatoes to eat this week. And I forgot to give him avocados. So that's all I got from Food Line. So that will do it for me today. I hope you're having a good hump day, and I will see you on my next video. Oh, which, by the way, will be weighing tomorrow, so check in. Let's see how I did. Well, I'm back right quick. I just wanted to show you these. This is new to me, so I wanted to make sure that I showed it. When I ordered last night, it said these had to be shipped. Well, I got them today. I told the little boy, I'm like, how does that happen? He goes, they ship it that fast. So I don't know where they come from overnight to get to the store for him to get to me today, but they did. So this is the one I bought. This is the one I normally buy. They're both Power Crunch, but this is the regular size. So let me show you. This is the regular size bar. 1.4 ounces right there. And it is 13 grams of protein. Well, I saw these. They have kids Power Crunch. They're the same things, just a smaller bar. So you can see it's a smaller bar. This is 1.13 ounces. And it's got 10 grams of protein. So they're cheaper, first of all. And that's a good size for when I get up in the middle of the night, which, you know, is when I start my day. So I opted for the kids. So this is chocolate lava, birthday cake, and s'mores. So I have a good, there's 5 bars in here, and let's see, there's 5 bars in there too. And these were on sale. These are like a couple bucks or more cheaper than those. So I think it was worth it. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that. Now you can carry on with your day.